I know before I'm gone. Tell that bitch you wait to hit my phone. Cause you know how I get. You know how I get. You know how I get. Always going back and
I've been tuned in, man. All right, y'all. We back with another episode of the Matter of Time podcast. This time featuring one of my favorite R&B artists out of New York, Arianna Marie. How you doing today?
I am great. I had my sleep. I'm well rested, so I'm good.
That's what I'm talking about. So happy to have you down here. You know, I couldn't wait to get you on the show, talk about, what you got going on and everything. But let's kick it off. Tell the people about where you're from.
I am from New Rochelle, New York, and why is someone calling me? So sorry. From New Rochelle, New York. And no, that's not upstate. It's Westchester County. Thank you very much.
So can you kind of like paint the picture for what it was like growing up in New Rochelle?
New Rochelle is very diverse. It's very diverse. I live in an area currently right now called Juro. That's where like a lot of the Jews reside. But like, I grew up on a side where, a lot of, can you curse on here? A lot of niggas, but New Rochelle is very diverse. It's cool. I feel like being born in New Rochelle and raised out there, was able to like communicate with different cultures and get to know different cultures. Where in some cases some people may not be fortunate to do that. So yeah, that's what it's like out there. It's a whole bunch of different cultures, races, and stuff.
How do you feel like that has helped you in terms of your music journey? Or do you feel like it's helped you at all?
Yeah, I feel like it has helped me being born in like a diverse city. I think it has helped me because, like, in a sense, it's helped me like communicate with different cultures when it comes to like music. So it's not like, unfortunately, there's a thing still in America and in the world that racism still exists.
Yeah.
But with me, I don't feel like I've actually experienced racism from other races where I'm from, because everyone's very like welcoming. So I feel like that's helped me, connect with other people in the industry.
Yeah, for me, I feel like for me growing up too, it was kind of like I lived in different areas, so I've been in the hood, and then at the same time I've been in areas where it was predominantly one race.
Right.
And I feel like for me, it kind of helped me just learn how to communicate with everybody. Like learning how to code switch and stuff like that.
Right, yeah, code switching.
When you're in a professional setting versus like when you're with your friends and stuff like that. So I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think it's really important to be in a diverse area these days.
Yeah.
When I'm not in diverse areas, I'd be feeling unsafe.
I mean, like, is you lying? I don't know. I think he's not.
I'll be like,
I be having to tuck my bag sometimes. Like, hold on. But yeah, I feel you. I agree. Like, yo, that just had me weak. I'm sorry. That is funny because it's true. I be feeling like sometimes as a black woman, going to certain like hoods and stuff like that, I don't be feeling comfortable walking by myself with certain situations. But I'm okay with walking by myself in the Bronx. My family's from the Bronx, and I feel like I'm more familiar with that city. But like I get it, like certain situations. And stuff
I be feeling like sometimes like just with the way the world is and just how like racism is just like almost okay now. Like when I say that, I be feeling like I'm almost feeling like I'm more safe being in the hood than being in an area that's predominantly another race.
Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I get why you say that, because you're more accepted. But even still, too, like even if you are like if you're from the hood or you were raised out there, I feel like sometimes being from the hood, you're not accepted there either, because they see you like being like you finding your own journey. You're following your own journey, and you like doing your thing. People in the hood that do not have their dreams or journey yet, they don't know what their passion is, they get jealous or envious of that, and you feel like you're unsafe in your own hood too now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true. There's a lot of hate out there.
Because I done seen that happen with multiple people that I know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So what's the music scene like there, like out there in New Rochelle?
I mean, mm, there's people from Neuro. We call it Neuro. There's people from Neuro
Okay.
that do music out there. But honestly, like me personally, I travel to like the city for like the music scene and everything. The music scene out there is real big. Like if you are an artist and you from like the boroughs or you like from like the lower part of New York, because New Rochelle is obviously not part of the boroughs, but you know, like if you see all these events, like there's a certain amount of DJs I be watching, like certain pages I be watching that I know if I go to this event, I'm gonna see the same type of people that I've been meeting from these type of events I've been going to.
Right.
So like I would say like I don't really. There's not really a huge music scene in New Rochelle. When I need to travel to somewhere for music or like networking events or stuff like that in the industry, I drive to the city or Brooklyn.
Okay, got you. Do you feel like maybe maybe it could start with you to develop a music scene out there?
Ooh,
No?
I mean, maybe it could, but there's been a lot has happened in my city.
Okay.
Within the past 4 years. I don't even really want to start nothing out there. Shout out to Rochelle, but
Okay.
if you know, you know. I'm pretty sure a lot of people, y'all know. But
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So who were your musical inspirations growing up?
Growing up, MJ's a no-brainer. Michael Jackson. I think everybody's going to say MJ, but Michael Jackson, Rihanna.
Okay.
Because, Rihanna, she gives that edgy, sexy, dark vibe.
Yeah.
Etta James.
Okay.
Usher. Justin Timberlake.
Sure.
Timberland. Drake's
Legend.
been out for a while.
Yeah.
Since I was a jit. So I'm going to say Drake, too. Like,
Yeah, definitely Drake.
I have a lot of people that inspired me, but, those are like... Oh, Alicia Keys.
For sure.
Got her in the bag, yo. She was the one that made me want to learn how to play piano. I never learned how to play it, but but she's actually the first R&B singer for real that like I took like I started taking notice of her work, and I actually was studying her. Like I was OD studying her. So yeah, those are my people.
Did that contribute to the way that you make music? Any of your inspirations?
Yeah, I'd say yeah in a way, but I feel like the person that contributed to how I make music the most today is Rihanna, I'd say. Yeah. Rihanna for sure.
Okay, Rihanna. So how old were you when you got into music?
I've always been into music.
Or when you started making music?
Started making music? I started making music. I started writing when I was like 17. Just writing in my journal and writing like songs to like beats and stuff. But when I got to college, I think I was like 18, 19, I met a friend, shout out Carell. I met a friend and he heard me singing one day and he was like, yo, are you an artist? I was like, no, I'm not. He's like, yo, you can sing. You should definitely become an artist. And I was like, I don't know. Like, I always used to do performances in my high school and stuff, but I wasn't, like, a certified artist. I didn't have no songs out. So, like, I basically started writing around that age period, and, like, I started taking it seriously when I was, like, 18, 19. And, yeah. Now we're here.
So would you say that was, like, your redefining moment?
Redefining?
Or is that a different moment for you? In terms of, like, yeah, I know this is meant for me. I know I'm going to take this all the way.
Yeah, you know what? My moment was when I first performed my own song with my friend. It was at school, and we was performing for a fashion show at our school. And I was like, I remember how it felt, and I called my brother. I was like, yo, I'm going to do this for real. And, yeah, that was my moment. Shout out to my brother, too, because I learned that I was also into music through him because he was an artist.
Okay.
And I used to go with him to the studio and stuff. He used to show me, he used to play, like, all his, like, songs. He used to show me his visuals. Like, that's why I'm so into, like, creating visuals and making sure that they have like a shocking take to the internet and stuff like that. Because he would always tell me that you gotta make sure your visuals are like breaking the net, or like has a good strong message, either or, to make sure you gain that audience. So yeah, shout out to him too. So that's also how I started making music as well.
Oh yeah, he dropped a gem. The visuals is definitely important.
Yeah, visuals, yeah.
You know, it's a lot, when there's a lot of meaning in like the cover art and it looks nice and stuff like that. People automatically want to see like what it's about.
Yeah, like that's like my favorite part. Well, one of the favorite parts besides like making the music. My second favorite part is creating the visuals. I feel like a lot of like creativity goes into that, and I feel like that's the most, besides making the music, is the most fun part for me. Like I truly enjoy that part. Yeah.
So speaking of, you know, like making the music, like what is your songwriting process like?
My songwriting process, it varies, but as of recent, when I go to the studio with my guy Jay, he has me like, if like I'm going to write over there, he just has me go in the booth. He'll make a beat, he'll cook up the beat, and I'll hop in the booth if I'm fucking with the beat, and I'll just do gibberish. Like I'll be like, I'll just say whatever. Like I could play you a little reference that I have, and I was just like literally doing gibberish, and then whatever flow I get from like me doing like all the gibberish stuff in the booth, I'll take out the flows, and he'll take out the flows and he'll chop them up, and he'll be like, okay, this is the pre-chorus, this is the chorus, verse, bridge, chorus, put all that together, and then I'll think about like what I'm gonna say now, how I'm feeling. We'll debrief how I've been feeling, and then I'll go based off of that. Yeah. That's
pretty cool. That's pretty interesting. I don't think I've really heard of a process like that. That's
pretty
really? Dope, though. Nah, I don't think I have.
What's the normal process that you've been hearing about? Like, what's the go-to songwriting process?
I don't know if artists just don't mention that they go through like a speaking gibberish process before it makes sense, but
I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Hold on.
Yeah,
Can I show y'all?
I need to hear this.
That's where the gibberish comes in. Yeah, so I just be doing stuff like that. Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what I basically do.
I like that.
Oh my God, that was so nerve-wracking, guys.
What, to play that?
Yeah, because that's like, just the gibberish, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
That was cool to hear that kind of like in the process of like how I went from gibberish to like.
You heard me picking up a flow,
right?
right?
Like you literally did it in the moment. Like that was pretty dope. Yeah. That was pretty cool.
No problem.
Now I want to talk about this project that you got out now.
Oh.
The Space Between. Yes, make sure y'all go stream that, man. The Space Between. I really resonated with the message behind it in terms of like, you know, where you are versus where you want to be. Kind of like, literally like in between who you are and who you want to be. Because I feel like that's the stage of life that I'm in. Like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's why it really resonated with me, because it's like I'm about to graduate with my master's. I got
yes,
about a,
period. I know that's right. Yeah, tingle me, tingle me, tingle me.
And it's like I got a month left, and it's like I'm in this phase where, you know, I'm trying to transition into a full-time job. And figuring out, you know, what the rest of this year looks like for me.
Okay.
So it's like that's why I felt like I'm in the space between.
Okay.
So it wasn't really from like a love standpoint, but more so from a point of like just where I'm at in life kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it could be from like wherever standpoint you are, but for me, that standpoint was like, it was life as well, like figuring out who I was, but based on like the songs of the project, it's a lot of love, and I felt like at the time I was talking to somebody, and I was, you know, talking to another person. I was dating, as most people do. But I just didn't know if I wanted to settle down, or if I wanted to, like, be, like, still dating and get to know other people. Because I was dealing with an old situation where I felt like maybe I want to rekindle it and everything, but I felt like it was still like too much for me at the time. And in the newer situation, I feel like he was chilling, but he also wanted me to himself too. And I just felt like, I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I want to talk to any of you.
Right.
Actually, I don't know if I want to talk to any of you. Maybe I want to be by myself.
Right.
And like, you know how like when you are like, there's heaven, there's hell, and there's purgatory.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like when you're in purgatory, you don't know like.
You kind of like in between.
Yeah, you're
right?
in between. Like you don't know where you're going. You don't know where you're gonna end up. We're not talking about heaven and hell in this reference, but
Right.
like you get what I'm saying. Like I just didn't know what I wanted, and so that's why I called it the space between. I just felt like I was in a phase in my life around that time, and thankfully I don't feel like that now. I feel like I can make certain decisions, and I just felt like very indecisive around that time.
Right. So, is there any particular song that kind of like meant more to you than the other songs that you created, or were they like all of equal importance to you?
I love all the songs on the project. If I didn't really like them, there have been songs in the past, like when I was first starting, I put out a song and I didn't really like it, but I actually love all these songs. I appreciate them a lot. But I guess I can say like the song that I'm playing the most on repeat as of late would be Don't Let Me Go.
Yeah, Don't Let Me Go.
Don't Let Me Go.
That's that word. Don't let me go.
Yeah, because
That song fire.
Thank you. I think it's because like one, I love the beat. First of all the beats on the project were produced by my boy, Prodigy Jay. Shout out Jay.
Shout out to Jay. He did his thing on the beats. For real.
Yeah, so he did his thing, and I think Don't Let Me Go. I love how the beat is. It gives me like Party Next Door vibes. Don't ask me who my favorite artist is, because I'm gonna tell you who it is. It's Party Next Door. It's Party Next Door, and I feel like it just gives like very chill, loungy vibes, and that's my vibe. So,
yeah, it definitely was a vibe, because that's really how I came across your page. Like I was
you saw the visual,
and I seen the visual for Don't Let Me Go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. The beat, it was just the whole vibe. I was like, I just kind of stopped scrolling. I just watched.
Hey.
That was one of your page. I was like, oh yeah.
Oh,
that's what's up.
That's fire.
That's what's up.
That's fire. So you saw like the whole like
the whole yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Shout out my boy Courtney, yo. Let me not say his whole government. Shout out my boy Court Street, because he be shooting all my visuals, and I put him through hell with how I want him to see my vision, but he really gets it right every time, and I love you, and I'm taking you with me when you go up. Period. Anyways.
So a question I wanted to ask you, right? So for somebody like me that feel like they're in the space between, right? Or for somebody who was even going through what you was going through when you wrote the project, what would be your advice to them in terms of like getting through or, you know, overcoming that challenge that they're facing?
To be honest, you just gonna have to go through the motions. You gotta go through it, and don't be like me and be indecisive forever. Try to make a decision on something that you want for yourself and not for other people. Make a decision that you want for yourself and not for other people. And because at the end of the day, you was born in this world alone, you're gonna die alone. And whatever decision you're gonna make, just make sure it's of like, have a good attitude about it, have confidence in that decision you're making, and just do it for yourself. That's it.
Yeah,
you gotta be selfish sometimes.
Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right about that. It's so crazy because, you know, in this part of my life, I'm feeling like, almost in a sense, like I'm like not in control.
Okay.
Of like how much, you know, of how much I was, you know, and just, you know, figuring out where I'm gonna be, where I'm gonna get a job full time at, and just other aspects of my life. And I had this crazy dream the other night. I'm gonna tell you about this crazy dream, right?
Okay.
So I was driving my car, and as I was driving to the house, wherever the house was in this dream, and there was these big black storm clouds, right? And I'm on the phone with somebody, and whoever this person is, I don't even recognize the voice, but we going back to this house.
Right.
And as I was driving, I got distracted. And I got distracted by this nice building that was on the side. Right? I know it sounds crazy, but it's gonna make sense.
No, you good. I already know the dreams be crazy sometimes.
It's gonna make sense. And I get distracted by this nice white building. And because I wanted to go back and see what the name of the building was,
Right.
I got caught in the storm.
Oh.
Right?
Okay, go
So I
ahead.
got caught in the storm.
Right.
So the wind started to pick up. And
Right.
the wind gets so strong that it lifts me up off the ground and flings me in the air.
What?
Right? It flung me in the air. Whole time I'm still on the phone with this person that I'm on the phone with.
Right.
So the first time I fell, I just fell all crazy, right? I think I even might have fell on my shoulder and my neck, right? But I got picked up again. But this time when I fell on my hands and knees,
Oh.
right?
Okay.
Then I got picked up again. And the person who I was on the phone with had made it back to the house. And they made it back to the house because I decided to stop to go see what the name of that building was. They made it back to the house. Whole time somebody broke in the house, right? So I heard them on the phone talking about, you're not supposed to be here. So I'm like, in my head in the dream, I'm like, I was lucky to not make it back to the house. And I was supposed to be out here fighting in this storm by myself in this space in between. So the fact that I didn't have to deal with the same problem that other person who I was with had to deal with, and I was dealing with my own problem.
Yeah.
Even though I was in a storm, I was fighting my own storm. And I learned how to land on the ground.
I
in
know
that
that's
storm wind.
right. That's fire.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, in my space in between, it's like, it's almost like I don't know when it's going to end and when I'm going to cross over to finally get what I want. But I'm learning how to maneuver in my space between.
Yeah.
See? That's fire.
Yeah.
that
Yes,
crazy?
that's fire. I'm glad you. That's a good take though. That's a good
Yeah.
take you took away from that dream. Cause I have a dream and I just be like, I don't know. I don't know what that meaning was.
That dream
Nah,
had me
but that's good though.
Yeah.
When did you have that?
Like 2 nights ago.
Oh my gosh. Oh, so you
I
must
was
be
up.
dealing with it for real.
I was up from like 5 o'clock to 6:30 in the morning, just laying there like trying to figure out what it meant.
What?
And I'm still piecing it together because it was like every component, every piece of the dream meant something. Me stopping to go see that building, I stopped and got distracted when I should have stayed on the path.
So what do you feel
But-
like that building signifies in your real life?
I'm trying to figure it out what that building is.
Okay.
I gotta stay locked in. Can't get knocked off the path.
Okay. I know that's right.
Yeah.
Try to get that full-time job, he said.
Yeah.
Hire him.
For real.
Nah, that's crazy. I be having crazy dreams too, though. They be
Yeah.
too vivid. So.
That was too vivid. Like, I really thought I was getting flung in the air.
Sure.
Like, it was so real.
Damn. Oh, man.
Yeah, but so let's get into what's next for you. Like, what do you have coming up? Do you have any new endeavors coming up, new songs or things that you're working on?
Yes, always. I am a workaholic.
That's
I'm
what's up.
addicted to the grind. I eat y'all for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. No, we stop. Pause. I don't know if it's really pause for me, but pause anyways. I am working. I'm always working on new stuff, but I'm looking forward to probably dropping a single next. But that's gonna be some time because I gotta push these visuals out for y'all.
Right.
I have a lot of stuff to drop for y'all. Probably a single, and who knows, there may be another project coming soon.
That's what's up.
But yeah, that's what we got going on right now. Probably throw some parties underneath my Unchained Artist brand. I also have a brand too for like events and stuff like that. So that's what I be doing like around the summertime to build my platform and other artist platforms as well.
What's the name of it?
Unchained Artists.
Unchained Artists.
Yeah,
Unchained
if
Artists.
you look on my bio, you'll see it. That's
Okay.
there. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Make sure y'all tune in to Unchained Artists, man.
Mhm.
And don't try to catch on when they get all hot, when they get all crazy through the roof.
Period.
Y'all got to catch on now.
Because I know a lot of y'all asking to be on top of the showcases now. Yeah. Okay.
So in terms of like, new things that you're working on, do you have any like dream features or people that you want to get on a song with and work with? Like, who do you really want to work with?
Do I need to say it again? I mean, at this point, he should be looking at all
Party
my
Next
interviews.
Door.
Party Next Door. And I would love to work with Drake as well. I mean, who doesn't say that? But, Party Next Door is my personal favorite artist. I love how he makes the music. I love how he writes. He wrote Work for Rihanna. He wrote Sex with Me. He wrote Wild Thoughts. Like he's just amazing.
So this is a question I like to ask every artist that I get on the show, and it's only a matter of time before blank, and you fill in the blank.
It's only a matter of time until y'all see me at the Grammys.
Okay.
Period.
Respectfully.
Okay.
Well, that's all. That's a wrap. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank you
to
guys
my
so
interview
much.
with Arianna Marie, man. Make sure y'all go stream The Space Between on all platforms. Make sure y'all go check that out. Check out Unchained Artists. Don't try to catch on when it's too late. Make sure y'all go tap in now.
Thank you guys.
No, I'm not the one to turn up on. Need to change that tone before I'm gone. Tell that you it to hit my phone. 'Cause you know how I get. You know how I get. You know how I get.